Welcome back to our Nerd School. I hope you all are doing fine. Our previous class taught us about teaching concepts, definitions, nature, and objectives. Today we are going to discuss the models of teaching. I am so excited about this class. How about you? So let's start. The model of teaching can be defined as determining and producing particular environmental conditions that cause students to interact in a way that facilitates a specific change in their behavior. Pedagogy is the art of teaching children and dependent personalities. Andragogy refers to the facilitation of learning for self-directed adults. The term Heutagogy refers to self-directed learning. Now let's discuss each models in details. The first model of teaching is Pedagogy model, that stands for adolescent or child learning. In Pedagogy model of teaching, the learner is a dependent personality. The teacher determines what, how, and when anything is learned. Less resources are available to the student. The teacher devises transmission techniques to store knowledge in the learner's head. In Pedagogy model of teaching, the goal is to learn in order to advance. Learning is subject-centered in Pedagogy model of teaching. It mainly focused on the prescribed curriculum and planned sequences according to the logic of the subject matter. In this model, learners take no responsibility for their learning. Another important factor is in Pedagogy model of teaching that motivation comes from external sources, usually parents, teachers, and a sense of competition. In the Pedagogy model, designing the learning process and providing material are assumed to be the most knowledgeable. Now let's discuss about the second model of teaching, which is Andragogy model of teaching, which stands for adults learning. In this model, the adult learner is independent. In Andragogy, self-direction and autonomy is essential in their learning process. It is self-directed and goal-given learning. In Andragogy model, adults use their own and others' experiences. It uses role-play, simulation, and self-evaluation as strategies. In this model, the learners are independent and problem solvers. Adults learn when they are faced with the need to improve their performance. Adult learning is task or problem-centered. Learners seek guidance in the direction of their learning. In Andragogy model of teaching, motivation is intrinsic. Getting motivated is a matter of internal factors such as increased self-esteem, confidence, and recognition of successful performance. This model can be identified as an enabler or facilitator of the climate of collaboration, respect, and openness. Now we have come to the last model of teaching. It is the Heutagogy model of teaching. It stands for self-directed learning. This model can be referred to as self-determined learning. The Heutagogy model of teaching is interdependent learning. A variety of new experiences can be viewed as an opportunity to learn. They can manage their own learning. In this model of teaching, learners accept full responsibility for their learning. The teacher provides some resources, but the learner decides the path by negotiating the learning. In this model, learners are usually inquiry-driven. Instruction is not always linear or planned in the Heutagogy model of teaching. Learning is not necessarily centered on need but on identifying the potential to learn in novel situations. Learners can go beyond problem solving by enabling proactivity. Through reflection, environmental scanning, experience, interaction with others, and proactive and problem solving behaviors, learners incorporate the experience and internal processes. In Heutagogy, motivation lies in experiencing flow and knowing how to learn. Another important fact we need to consider is that the Utaguji model of teaching involves self-efficacy, the ability to learn and teach, creativity, and the ability to use these qualities in various circumstances and working with others. It develops the learner's capability. A capable individual is creative, well-educated, and has a high level of self-efficacy. They can apply competencies in unfamiliar situations and work well with others. So that's all for this class. In our next discussion, we are going to learn about levels of teaching. Do not forget to subscribe Nerd School. And if you want daily videos, then click the bell icon and you will be notified when we add a lecture. So goodbye for now. I will see you in our next class.